scaly anteaters that have taken the internet by storm have become the world's most trafficked mammal, with 1 million slaughtered over the past decade. But where was it all headed? This question ultimately led me to Poached. There would be interviews with experts and rigorous coverage of the scientific findings, yes, but to find the answers I was looking for, I would absolutely have to go to the field, to the very places where the elephant and rhino killings are taking place, where pangolins are being butchered, and where the law is being flouted. The end result is not exhaustive. I was constrained by the usual money, time, and logistics woes of any journalistic undertaking. But my investigation did encompass the major themes of shaping the illegal wildlife trade today. It also drove me to 4 continents and 12 countries in just under a year, from Chad, where paranoid friends warned me I'd be kidnapped, but where one of Africa's most unlikely elephant success stories is underway, to my original research site in Vietnam, where I joined a hunter in the forest as he stalked his endangered prey. Sometimes I was forced to go undercover. In China, I secured an offer of a bag of illegal pangolin scales in a dark side alley under the guise of helping my sister produce breast milk. But more often than not, I found that even criminals were willing to speak with me, including the Thai man sentenced to 40 years in a South African prison for plundering the nation's wildlife, who confessed to me, his voice shaking, that he's been abandoned by his boss and former collaborators, and the rhino horn user in Hanoi, who brought some along to dinner, never mind that it's highly illegal, and told me that he doesn't care if all rhinos go extinct, just before offering me a shot of ground horn mixed with alcohol. Going into this project, I thought I knew a thing or two about the illegal wildlife trade. I was shocked, though, by the amount I had to learn not only about trafficking itself, but about the conservation world, which is full of interpersonal drama and decades-long infighting. At times, I found myself despairing that corruption, bureaucracy, petty jealousies, and simple apathy will prevent us from making headway before it's too late. But then I'd meet yet another person who has given his or her life to this cause, and who has made a difference in spite of what seemed like insurmountable odds. There's Jill Robinson, who, following a life-changing encounter with a caged bear in a dark basement, rescued hundreds of animals and helped to end bear bile farming in Vietnam. And Nguyen Van Thai, a leading grassroots activist who gives otherwise doomed pangolins seized from trade a second shot at life. There are the rangers I met in the field who risk their lives nightly to protect their natural heritage from poachers, and the journalists who continue to report the truth about the trade, despite frequent death threats and the occasional arrest. All told, I was at times shocked by the depravity to which some people sank to get what they want, but I was also encouraged by the lengths that others go to protect what they love. Most of all, though, I was humbled to be a part of this story. Poached is a book for anyone who enjoys a bit of adventure, who is curious about the world, and who has a fondness for animals, of both the 2- and 4-legged variety. It's a story for all those who think our planet would be a less wonderful place were elephants, rhinos, tigers, pangolins, and more to disappear. It's a dark story, but one full of hope. Part 1. Drivers of Demand. I like to watch them. They fill me with joy. I said to the Red Bull, I must have that. I must have all of it, all there is, for my need is very great. So the bull caught them, one by one. Peter S. Beagle, The Last Unicorn, 1968. 1. The Hunter. Luk Vang Ho no longer dreams of the animals he kills, but for a while it was becoming a real problem. The dreams, nightmares really, persistently played out in the same way. He'd catch an animal in the forest, and then several days later, someone or something, a very old man, a pig, the animal itself, would visit him in his sleep.